Hello, my name is Miriam Borden, and it is my distinct pleasure to present the 2020 Canadian Jewish Literary Award for the category of Yiddish. This year, the award goes to two scholars who have certainly shaped my experience of Yiddish, Josh Lambert and Ilan Stavans, for their new anthology, How Yiddish Changed America and How America Changed Yiddish. Few minority languages have so deeply impacted American speech and writing as Yiddish has over the last century. And now, in the 21st century, with new generations coming to the language and considering Yiddish in fresh contexts, from RuPaul's Drag Race to feminist podcasts, a question that begs to be asked is, how did Yiddish change America? And how did America change Yiddish? And moreover, how do these processes continue? What I love about this book is the way it answers one more question. How did we get here? The selections don't only document the way Yiddish writers and thinkers have addressed issues like immigration, acculturation, language identity, and so much more. They also acknowledge that these are issues that remain interesting and urgent and elusive today. And that's what I love most about it. It's truly an anthology of Yiddish for today.
Thank you so much, Miriam. Thank you to the judges of the Canadian Jewish Literary Awards. It's a huge honor for this anthology, which we enjoyed putting together so much to receive this award.
A großen Dank. I'm very happy. Estoy muy contento. Thank you to the judges. I am from Mexico, and for me, the word America is really broad. It encompasses not only the United States and Canada, but many other Americas, and the anthology tries to reflect that plurality.
Now, of course, I'm Canadian, and so it's a special pleasure to be recognized for these awards. I also want to just note that I want to accept the award for us and the work that we did to put it together, but really for the contributors and all the people who contributed to the Yiddish Book Center's magazine, Pakenträger, over 4 decades. So much of the content in the anthology reflects the work of the Yiddish Book Center and of so many amazing scholars and writers and editors who put that magazine together for 4 decades.
In the history of the Jewish people, there have been many Jewish languages, Judo-Persian, Ladino, Judo-Portuguese, Judo-Italian. Yiddish has a particular place and has a particular power. It is a language that has, over many, many centuries, lasted, incorporated different cultures into it, and projected itself outside. It was the lingua franca of the Ashkenazi Jews, but it went beyond Ashkenaz. And the question now, in the first fourth of the 21st century, is what's the future of the Yiddish? And the hope is that the anthology will inspire people to think about these broad questions and to feel propelled forward. A language to exist needs more than nostalgia, needs the desire and the practicality. And Yiddish is resilient. Yiddish has survived. It depends on us for it to have a place in the future.
And I'll just emphasize how much I agree with what Ilan just said, that the anthology, if it has a role, I hope it's in helping people to enjoy the past of Yiddish, but to also think about the future and to see how much possibility Yiddish opened up for new ways of thinking about Jewishness, of the role of Jews in American culture, in North American culture. And I hope the anthology, for anyone who picks it up, will be a pleasure and will be confounding in certain ways and will introduce you to things that you would never have imagined would have happened in Yiddish or would have been affected by Yiddish. And I hope it'll be available to anyone who's interested in asking those kinds of questions about the language.
And to conclude, let me say that I have enjoyed enormously working with Josh Lambert, and that our vision of what a scholar does is not to isolate herself or himself in the ivory tower, but to bring back knowledge to the community, to create the infrastructure for that knowledge, to be the base for future generations to understand how history has shaped us. Knowledge is and has always been essential for the Jewish people. It is what makes us who we are. We have always been the people of the anthology, from the Bible to the Talmud to the many anthologies that we've always had. And we have always also been the people of scholarship. But scholarship needs to return to the lay and the general reader. That is what we have tried to do in this anthology. And it has been such a pleasure to put it together. I'm hoping that it will be a pleasure for you as a reader also to get lost in it, to find yourself in it. A großen Dank, muchas gracias. Thank you very much.
Schönen Dank.